So when you guys watched Twilight, did none of you feel like most of the movie at a certain point, it's just Bella wanting to say, "Give me that dick," and they wouldn't let her?
I've mostly blacked it out of my memory. It was a traumatic experience that I don't want to remember.
Because throughout, there's a certain point in that series where you're like, every time that she looks at Edward, it's her basically saying, "Give me that dick."
Yeah, but the puppy boy wants to, and she doesn't want him to.
That's only
but
after
she does want to kiss.
That's only
she's
after
a fucking treacherous hoe.
That's only after they're married, right?
Yeah.
Because what's her face is religious or something.
No.
Stephanie
Meyer,
Meyer, she's Mormon.
Mormon.
She was
Mormon. Are you kidding? There's over the pants stuff for days.
Yeah, over the pants.
Yeah. But they want it to be full pen, but they can't because he might kill her.
There's no way a vampire is waiting till marriage.
Well,
there's no way. He's an immortal,
he did, but he's
sexy
Edward,
being.
so he did.
No, he's fucked thousands of things.
But he's perfect.
He told all those.
He died.
Here's what he does. He tells all those women that he's saving himself, and then he's just got to play the long game because they'll die out, and then he gets to go move and bang a new one.
But not Bella. He changed her.
Yeah, he fucked up. He made her immortal.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he fucked up. He wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. It's sweet. It's gorgeous.
But I
Big
think
mistake.
that was the game that we weren't let in on. Like, he was playing a long con, and Bella's like, "No, you're gonna make me a vampire."
Yeah, she was smart enough to know that's his move.
I'm not gonna be your fuckboy toy.
Is the baby a vampire? The fuck baby?
It's a half vampire, half human baby.
Yeah.
So
which, by the way,
how long does it live?
So they don't
long time.
Long time. There's one that they described that's like 400 years old or something.
Yeah, he was naked in the snow.
Yes, yes, naked in the snow. That dude. But the baby, the fucked up baby, the picture that you sent.
Yes.
So I'm very confused about something.
Yes.
Because that's not the baby that was in the movie.
Really?
No.
That image is skewed. It is a much more fucked with.
Is
the
it?
baby's not pretty.
The baby's awful.
The
It's
baby's
awful.
not great, but like
that's
not what it is.
Then they must have changed it on your set because that's what I saw.
That is what you saw.
100%. That's what I
That's
saw.
what I saw.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
That monstrosity.
They probably fixed it for your nice, expensive set, but I'm telling
They would
you,
never.
when it went to screen,
They would never.
when it went to the silver screens, it was a fucked up atrocity.
You saw those motherfuckers in theaters?
No.
See.
Well, then
But
how did you?
I saw it pre-4K.
Oh, I understand. I see. So
On
you're
the
saying
blue, I'm saying on the blue, the baby's super fucked.
Curtis is like they didn't do that. It's wrong.
They probably Lord of the Rings did, or they
didn't do
corrected
that.
it.
Well, you mean Alien Romulus did?
Oh.
Yes.
Because they did that. They corrected it.
They-
I haven't watched it yet for proof, but
I haven't either.
I've heard that they
it's
watched.
still,
They
it's
checked. They
still a
changed
shitty
it.
idea. But yes, I believe the Twilight people Romulus that Renesmee's horrific face.
Renesmee. I almost threw up.
Renesmee!
Oh wait, hold on. Lucas hasn't seen these yet.
That's all right. I mean, this is in no way a spoiler, and also it's fine.
I know everything that people talk about these movies has been spoiled for me. So
Oh, okay.
speak freely.
I feel like you'd seen these. You haven't seen these?
Not Breaking Dawns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are
All right.
BLEs.
I had only been watched up to Eclipse,
Okay.
and I don't think it's that bad.
Okay, so
It is
we've
that bad.
welcome to the SHUDcast! Hi, I am Curtis.
I am Austin.
I'm Twilight Cody.
Oh yeah.
And I'm the Twink Army leader, Lucas.
Hell yeah, this is the horror movie podcast where we discuss films freaking out and the friendships are even freakier. We're talking about horror movies and we already are getting into it because we're all fucking Twi guys now.
Whoa, no, no, we're not.
Bisexuals.
We're not,
Whoa.
and also
Whoa.
asterisk on
Yes,
me.
we are.
No, there's an
Whoa,
asterisk.
whoa! Don't lump me in,
we're
you
Twi
fucking
guy.
dick. We have polls for our bullshit
Twi
movies, and you're gonna lump me
guys.
into Twi
Don't
guys?
say Twi guys.
Out of the question.
Twi guys is maybe,
Disgusting.
and I'm there's an asterisk next to my love.
Yeah.
You can't.
He's
It's either
not-
all in or all out.
To be fair, you
No
are the
fucking
only
half-steppers
Twi
in
guy
our
here.
crew.
I'm half stepping this one.
Because I hate it. He's an asterisk. He hasn't seen them all.
He's a Twi guy.
He
though.
by definition cannot be a Twi guy.
Would you guess? Just hanging out, Lucas. 20
I'm not
minutes.
putting him in a box.
Were you like,
Don't put him in a box.
That man's my Twi guy.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
I had to guess who was the Twi guy, it's him. But it's you.
Yeah,
That is the answer.
that's true.
The answer is you. We'll get there. We'll get there.
shall.
We will get there, yeah. Well, we already, yeah.
Well, I guess we already are here.
We already
but-
are.
Yeah, what do you mean?
We'll get
gotta,
there. We'll
we
come
gotta,
back around.
We have to come back around to it. We have to simmer a little bit.
What is this podcast, Curtis?
It's the SHUDcast, the horror movie podcast where we discuss the films
you
that
say
are freaky.
this?
Yeah, I did.
Fuck.
Real quick.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Get the shit out of your ears.
Where can they find more of us?
They can find more of the three of the four of us, because one of Cody will be scrubbed, on Patreon! Patreon! Patreon.com SHUDcast. Look it up. There, you pay $3 or $5 a month. That's nothing. That's fucking nothing. That's barely a coffee at Starbucks. That's not even a pack of Magic the Gathering cards. There's so much shit you can buy that's so much more expensive than our measly little $3 a month. And guess what? If you pay only $3 a month, you get access to our Discord. An insane value.
Who's wrong about the Magic Pack thing?
They're like $6.
No, they can be less than that.
Okay, they can be free.
Draft-
if someone gives
draft
them to
packs
you. We're
are-
not doing this.
Draft packs are $3 often.
Where?
Huh?
Often?
Yeah.
What, out of someone's trunk?
No, I just
Retail,
we
it's
just bought
about-
a bunch of
Gra-
draft packs.
I mean, the
Re-
ones you want are about $6.
Yeah, retails are like
The
$6.
ones you want.
Hey man, we pulled mythics out of those.
We did.
We're not here to
We're
talk
we're
about
pretty
Magic.
surprised about
Hey,
that.
we're not here to talk about
opened
Magic
the
the
door. You
Gathering.
talked about it.
Although I do propose that we consider doing some Magic the Gathering content. Because I've been looking into it, and from what I've gathered, there's like 6 people doing all the Magic the
Gathered
Gathering.
magically.
Hey.
There's like 6 people doing all the YouTube videos, and they get millions of views.
Really?
Millions.
Yeah, and we're way more interesting than these people, so I think we should talk about it. But that's off air. Or if
All
you
right.
want that, tell us on Discord which you've joined, and maybe that'll be a new tier, or a new thing we do.
Can you imagine we get a new guy that suddenly chimes in and goes, "I don't want that."
Then he would be booted immediately.
All right.
Oh, it's like, oh, okay.
Yes, we heard.
That's $3. $5 you get the Patreon or the Discord, but then you also get full-length videos of our episodes, bonus mini episodes, and other shit when we decide to do them.
Hell yeah.
So you should find us there because it's a great place to be, and it helps support us doing our weird little bullshit. Because if there are enough of you, then we get to all quit our other stuff, and we can only do this, and you could get 2 or 3 of these a fucking week.
Wow, do you
That's
imagine?
my goal. 2 a week, a full and a mini every week. Hell yeah!
People are living their best lives in that world, especially us.
Mm-hmm. That's yes. So please help us get there. Tell your friends.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Good. Well,
Well, let's start this.
What are
part
we
of the
doing
show.
tonight? We're closing out a fucking theme,
We
Austin.
are. We're closing out the theme. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Cold movies.
That's not the last time you'll hear that. We'll
No.
do it again later, so we'll see how long he goes that time.
Correct.
But we're finishing that. We're giving awards. Lucas is picking the next theme and the first film of that theme.
Big day.
Woo!
What a big
Big
day.
day.
Big
Big
day.
What a big day.
But before that, we got other shit that we've been watching.
We got other shit that we've been watching.
Yeah.
Not a ton.
I didn't. I'll go real quick, and we've been speaking about this ad nauseum. I've only watched Twilight, so
Twilight what?
the end of Eclipse, and then first half of Breaking Down Part 1.
Hell yeah.
This is a good segue.
This is a good
This is a good segue.
This is a good segue. Let's just do it.
Because I finished
did
my
also watch
Twilight journey.
But you did also watch something else that we all watched together.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. We'll
Yeah.
save that for the last.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now we want to talk about Twilight.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I was like, what the fuck did we all watch together? Now I
Should.
remember.
Wow.
So you finished your Twilight journey, Cody.
Yes, I'm pulling up my notes and films right now. Yes.
Oh wait, before you start, I did watch something else. I watched A Different Man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
Dude, that movie rules. Weird as shit.
Yeah.
But that movie rules. Sebastian Stan is awesome.
I want to see it. I really want
Yeah,
to see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
It looks
pick it up.
fantastic.
But that's
He's-
it. Sorry,
he's great.
Craig.
He's
That's okay,
phenomenal.
sweetheart.
That movie's
He's
fucking
wonderful.
awesome.
I got to work with him once.
Really?
Yeah.
Doing what?
He came in to do the AMC show to promote the Captain America,
Oh, hell yeah.
and he was extremely nice.
That's cool.
Happy to say, cool guy.
I like that.
Nice. We like cool guys.
We love cool guys. We hate dicks, but not we
Really
like
guys.
we like literal dicks.
Yeah.
We don't like the bad people.
I've completed my Twilight journey. I'd like to say that after New Moon, everything falls apart. It becomes a trying thing for me. Eclipse is maybe the most pointless and stupid movie I've ever seen.
Is that which one is that?
Eclipse is number 3.
I do. I
They
can't-
kiss, Cody.
The girlfriend of the guy they kill in the first movie is recast, but she comes back and is like, I must kill you for killing my boyfriend, James. And they have to keep
she a
Bella
vampire?
away.
It's Bryce
She's a
Dallas
vampire.
Howard.
Yeah.
all the while, the Volturi are creating a vampire army in Seattle that is slowly moving in on the Cullen family.
to do what?
Of newbies.
Why do they don't like the Cullens? Because they don't want to eat people.
Was the Volturi behind that? I think. Or is
Yes,
that,
they are.
They are? Oh, yes, because they have ulterior motives. But they're just hiding behind the ruse of
Just
Bryce
some
Dallas
rampant
Howard.
vampire creating new vampires.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know where I went wrong. This sounds amazing.
I actually do think you liked this one the most when you watched
Did
it.
I?
I think you did.
Yeah, I like this one the most.
Weird.
Because there's a battle.
But it's like which nugget of shit has the least, corn kernels in it.
It was a very annoying movie. I didn't like it. Part 2 or Part 1, Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Yeah,
It's fine.
garbage.
It's fine. Not garbage. That's
Absolute
mean.
garbage.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a movie. It's good.
It's arguably not a movie
This is true.
because
Arguably.
I don't think there is a story.
Well, there isn't a story in several of these films.
But
That one has
that is part of the appeal.
I think I liked I think I enjoyed the experience of watching Part 1 more than Part 2 because of what ends up happening in Part 2.
Which I think is a masterclass in fucking auteur theory.
Why?
That half, the second half was a joke, but first half was like a real talk. That's ballsy shit to commit to in your movie. It's garbage when you write it in a book.
It's insane.
But it's great when you make it into a movie.
That's
I was
insane what you're
I was
saying.
furious.
No, it's the Avengers before the Avengers.
Do
Sorry.
you know about the association between My Chemical Romance, Ecstasy, and Twilight? Like
Yes.
these are all related.
Like
Yes.
drugs, ecstasy?
yeah.
They're related.
I forget.
So you don't
what
know
the,
either.
I don't. They are related. I don't know what the
Yeah,
relationship.
because
is.
people like to do all three of them at the same time.
No, like one begot the other, kind of thing.
I think that's. I would love to understand that.
I think it was like
because
Twilight happened, and then
ecstasy was made?
MCR.
I don't see.
And then MCR invented ecstasy.
I don't see how it all trickles down from Twilight.
In fact, if anything, I'm pretty sure that like their order of that is reversed. I'm pretty sure it's ecstasy.
No.
My Chemical Romance. That I think they start before Stephanie Meyer writes her books.
yeah,
I mean, they definitely. Do.
Then that is the order.
Yeah,
That's the
ecstasy.
real order. But let's just say Twilight invented ecstasy.
Or
We can say that.
yeah, why not?
okay, we could say that. That's fun. It's like
Whoa.
what?
We forgot a key aspect of Eclipse.
What?
The cold one. Remember the cold one?
The cores,
The character named the cold one?
the
Yes.
cold one.
Peter Murphy?
Yes.
Cool!
Wait, that was Peter Murphy.
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
What does the cold one do that makes
It
him
might have
so
just
cool?
might have just gotten some cool.
See? He, in a flashback, is the guy who was like just rampaging fucking villages.
The original vampire.
Basically the original vampire.
Oh, okay.
And that's what upset the native tribes.
Holy
As
shit,
it-
that
as
is
it would.
Peter fucking Murphy.
Jesus.
Wild. Yes, that was a really cool scene. I did not clock that was fucking Peter Murphy.
He came
That's cool.
How did he
in
become
his
a vampire?
because he was too much of like a dandy, and he saw the twinks in the forest and he was not happy about it, and the twinks were not happy about the dandy, and so they just had it out, and they've been warring ever since.
Yeah. Between them, they had a twandy.
Wild. Yeah, no, dude, I did not clock that was Peter Murphy.
Cool.
That's cool.
I just wanted to
I do
make
like
sure.
that. Look, like there's some cool shit that happens in all of these movies. I think that the fun dies after 2.
I have all the... you do want to talk about this? I'll talk about this.
Let's do it, baby. We're here.
I don't know if I want to talk about this. I don't know if our listeners want to hear about this.
You could say anything you want about the conception of these stories as books and their quality, notwithstanding to your taste. But I do believe that Stephanie Meyer had her erotic idea, put it out into a book, and it was Twilight. Then I do believe she had an idea for the flip side of that erotic idea, and that's New Moon. And from there, no fucking idea what to do next, which is why the next 3 stories in this series are so tenuously grasped onto anything relating to a narrative that they hardly exist. But the fact that these movies then just straight-faced directly adapt them is masterful.
It
to me.
it is, and I appreciate that. Like, I really do appreciate that. Like, people love them so much. I don't think that like I don't think it's a bad time all the way through. Except for Eclipse, had a really bad time watching that. And I did like watching. I did like Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Breaking Dawn Part 2. It did something that was just unforgivable. So I
still
was
mad
infuriated.
about it.
I was furious because it
That's
was
the
like
maddest I've
arguably
been.
the coolest part of the entire
Yes.
series.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then what they did, I was like, "What the
Yes.
fuck is wrong with you?"
That's the maddest I've been watching a movie maybe ever. I was so upset.
I can't say what I want to say, I guess, but maybe I can.
Well, I don't know. Lucas hasn't seen it, so like we should probably chill.
It's just the
Well,
end.
okay. Spoiler alert, listeners and Lucas, this might actually help soften the blow for you.
There it is.
In
It's just the end of Avengers Endgame.
Breaking Dawn Part 2, yes, which that movie bothered me. In Breaking Dawn Part 2, wait, Endgame is the first one or the second
Second one.
The second one.
Yeah, the movie bothered me. For exactly this reason, they endgame it at the end of Breaking Dawn Part 2, where there's this awesome battle that happens, and then it was all like, nope, it's just a premonition. We're just gonna skip it
Yeah.
because now we know that there was this big battle. It's gonna happen. It's gonna kill these people. So like, we're just gonna skip it. We're gonna skip the battle.
But it happened emotionally in at least a few of their brains.
Yeah, there's a pretty sweet like actual characters died. Where I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
This movie grew some balls. Okay.
Yeah,
And then it like sucks it away. It's
we
like,
don't
never
care.
mind.
Just kidding.
It's like, and they're
Just
like, you know what?
kidding.
Let's not fight.
Fucking
'cause it'll
coward.
go bad.
It was very stupid.
So dumb.
Deflated it. And leading up to that, to your point, Curtis, like it does feel like a fucking Marvel movie,
I mean,
right?
yeah.
Like
All
a Marvel sequel.
All I'm saying, though, is it's the same thing as snapping and unsnapping. Like, it just happens on a quicker timeline.
This is true. Okay, but anyway, because
Yeah,
I
that's
can
better,
I
right?
can feel some of our listeners getting upset. I'm going to
Yeah.
move on now.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Lucas, are you enjoying where you're at? Are you going to continue soon?
Yes, I'm enjoying it because Sorrel loves these movies, so
Okay.
she's having
Yeah.
a great time with it. So I'm gonna have a great time with her watching
Yeah, hell
it.
yeah.
Good attitude.
The only other thing that I watched is the movie that all of us watched.
Okay.
Yes.
Not this week's movie,
Yeah.
but should we just talk about it now? Or
Sure.
Yes.
We had yet another spooky movie night. And with this, for listeners that aren't aware, there's a little spooky movie night that me and a friend of mine host at a recording studio, and the movie that we watched this time was Jaws 2.
Jaws
Of all
2!
things.
The two-inning.
I got a phone call from the other person that I do this with, and they were saying that this guy who frequently comes to this, that this person's wife is a huge aficionado of Jaws 2, of all things. And I was like,
Well, Jaws is a franchise, not just two. She said.
yes, but like 2 is the one that she is like
It's her favorite.
bullish on. And was saying that like, and what this person told me was that like, yeah, she was saying that like it's, arguably, the best of the Jaws movies. And I was like, fuck you.
Sequels.
He said
Well,
that to this woman's face.
This woman,
It was really awkward.
well,
30 people in that
that
room.
woman said
Got
the
quiet.
opposite to me when we were in the kitchen. But then when because listeners, we usually have somebody like introduce the movie, so we obviously have the expert on Jaws 2 introduce it. But when she was set, she brought, it was so cute. She brought like cupcakes with little like blue frosting and little shark fins in them. But she when she was talking to me, she referenced it as the best in the Jaws franchise, and I was like, no. In my head, I was like, no.
That frosting made my poop such a weird color, by the way.
That's why my poop was weird. Was yours like
Yeah,
green too?
yes.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Okay, I was wondering what the fuck
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
That makes sense. I thought I might be dying. Don't look up what green poop is. It's very
You guys
alarming.
aren't eating your magic cards, are you, by any chance?
No, but
I just want to make sure that that's
No,
not.
no,
I'm
no,
eating
we're
Cody.
not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
I'm eating Cody.
Gotta
No, we're not.
it depends.
We just have to rule it out.
I want to make it clear
So
I'm
we
not
know it's
eating
the
my
cupcake.
magic cards.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
But
That's
depending on who, if I'm upset enough at a person for what they did in a game, I wouldn't put it past me to eat their card and call it an illegal deck.
that does sound fun. Anyway.
But yeah, we watched Jaws 2.
We watched Jaws 2.
And
Weird little movie.
weird little movie. But I thought it was really charming.
Yeah,
It's
I
a good
enjoyed
movie.
it.
I enjoyed it.
It's good.
There's it's not maybe not. I disagree with the notion that this is the best of the sequels because we all know that the best of the sequels is Cruel Jaws,
Of course, Jaws 5.
Yes.
without question.
Yes.
Of course.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck, Amblin. if you think that it's not
Universal.
sanctioned. Yeah, Universal.
Fucking idiots.
No, it's
George
fucking,
Lucas.
Yeah, cruel Jaws. Okay, Jaws 5. Just let him have the name.
Yeah.
It's fine. You want it. You want that in your brand.
Yeah, I love that it just like takes a group of essentially Friday the 13th kids
Right.
and does a slasher, but then it still does the Brody thing around it. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't really work.
No,
Like,
it
doesn't
clashes
work.
with itself a
Yeah.
lot because of that. Like it
And
should have
it-
just been kids on the boats.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
it feels like it's 2.5 hours long because of it. But it's always like interesting.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it-
just watching what's his face?
Roy Scheider.
Just watching Roy Scheider
Yeah.
is so engaging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then to Curtis's point, I wish that Roy Scheider, like, and I think they almost seemed like they were trying to do this, where they were just going to make that arc like in the background more, and then
Yeah.
really focus on the kids more. But then then it felt like they were like, but we have him, so let's use him,
Yeah,
right? But it was like, no, the
Right.
kids are the story that we want to hear. Let him be a background that just kind of comes in and saves the day.
Yeah.
right?
Or like like that could have been like a studio thing. Like, well, no, you need the star power. But she mentioned something that there was the director got switched kind of last minute because the original director, John Hancock, I believe she said his name was, which stuck out to me because of
Because what? Oh, yeah.
But I guess he wanted to go darker with it, and and the studio wanted something a little more fun. And in my head, I'm like, for the shark murder movie, like that's a dark. We're already dark,
Yeah,
and I say like
See,
go darker.
I would
yeah.
have liked if he didn't believe it was happening again.
Mhm.
You know, instead of him trying to convince the
Yeah, that's
mayor it
tough.
was happening.
Oh, that'd be
That's
really
tough.
interesting. Yeah.
'Cause
you know?
it's summer again, but it's also
Yeah.
not 4th of July. But yeah, that's the mayor just being like,
Yeah.
just can it, Brody.
No,
I don't know.
It was definitively a shark last time. But I think I would have
that's tough.
enjoyed it if it went a little darker, scarier.
darker, scarier, not as long.
Not
Yeah.
as long.
That did not need to be the same length as the original Jaws.
No.
There's no reason for
Still
that.
made
Absolutely.
an ass ton of money, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, shit ton of
a
money.
whole bunch.
Because then they made 3 and 4, right?
Yep.
And then 5 is the
Yeah.
the masterpiece.
And that's it, right? There's no others, no newer Jawses.
No,
That's probably good.
none new.
We should fix that.
Yeah, we should fix that.
No.
Jaws
Why?
6.
Leave it alone.
That is often cited as one of the films that people will never remake, and I don't quite believe that. But
I don't believe
it
that.
is.
Nothing's off the table.
Yes, I
It'd be a
believe that.
mistake, but
It would be a
nothing's off the
mistake.
table.
We already got 2 of the best. We got 2 of the best Jaws movies already. We don't need more.
Yeah.
They're 2 of the best movies ever made.
So it's weird though, right? Because there are hundreds of shark movies
Yeah.
that are always trading in some language of Jaws
Mhm.
to some capacity,
Yeah.
but nothing is like come fucking close,
Not even close.
which is weird.
Except Cruel Jaws.
in a
Well, it's
way.
'cause Jaws
This
isn't-
notwithstanding.
Well,
Yes.
Jaws
And
really
Deep
isn't
Blue
about the shark,
no.
Yeah,
and that's what makes it great.
There
The
you
rest
go.
are just about shark.
Yeah,
This is about a lot more than that, which is why it's so good.
there it is.
There it is.
Jaws
Jaws
2 rules.
2.
That's all that I watched because Lucas and I went to Six Flags.
Oh hell yeah! I was
Oh,
Six
yeah.
Flags.
It was incredible.
Did you shit yourself?
I did.
So I didn't know that he had never been on X2.
Oh, well, you sent a photo of X2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That I looked over, but the sounds that he made.
Yeah.
You never been on X2?
Uh-uh.
Oh, buddy.
It's every time I had gone, it's like a 3-hour wait.
Yeah.
The-
How
the-
are the lines? Great.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Nice.
Except
Longest we waited at the end of the day was 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and
right.
at that
Wonderful.
point, I had tapped out and just hung out at my truck because I was like,
At your
Riddler ruined him.
yeah,
Really?
Riddler destroyed me.
Really?
Yeah, because we did. Yeah, I think we were like Riddler's Revenge was I think the 6th roller coaster we did,
Jesus.
and yeah, it just
Took it out of you.
it just completely.
You shouldn't be standing on a roller coaster.
depleted
Yeah.
me.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't be doing
Just
that.
knees locked out, all
Yeah.
this blood rushing to your toes.
yeah. The
The rides there are brutal.
well, because it's
Yeah.
6 loops in 3 minutes,
God.
and it's 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like, but it's six fucking loops, and they're not little loops; those are big, fucking, huge, sweeping loops, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you're basically standing up. So by the end of it, like when it was over and I got off, I was like, first of all, I did the whole thing with my eyes closed
Okay.
Oh.
because I was very quickly was like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. if I have my eyes open, I'm gonna throw up, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we got off, and I was like, like I opened my eyes, the whole world was spinning, despite
Yeah.
having my eyes closed, and I was like, I think I'm good. We went back to my truck, we had lunch, and then I was like, they were like, okay, we're ready to go back, and I was like, think I'm staying.
You just stayed in the
I think
truck.
I'm staying.
Did everybody go back?
No, Matt Schwartz stayed back with me too because
Hell
he was
yeah.
also like, well, I guess it had been done like on roller coaster 3 or 4. He
Oh,
was like,
sure.
I'm fucking over this.
Yeah. Especially when there are no lines, and so you're just like racking them out back to back.
Yeah, maybe you're not supposed to experience roller coasters like that.
Yeah, yeah.
No problem.
No,
They're
bang,
supposed to
bang,
be
bang.
spaced out a little bit.
We
Yeah.
just we did X2 and Tatsu
no.
within 20 minutes.
Oh no.
X2.
Tatsu is the fucking worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Is that what
Oh,
you're
really?
hanging
Yeah,
like on
yeah.
your belly?
Face down.
Oh, that's one of my
No,
favorites.
X2's on your belly.
No.
No. X2, you're on your back.
X2 is
Will they flip you over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tatsu is like you're like flat on your belly.
Yeah, you're flying.
and
the
you
whole
feel
time.
like you're
Like a
pregnant
fly.
Oh,
because
sure.
your
Sure,
stomach
sure,
is just hanging out through the strappy
Yeah.
things. And we got stuck hanging like this.
Oh no.
And I
No.
couldn't. I
No,
That's
at
the
the end,
nightmare.
at the
I
very
just-
end.
I don't want that.
No. Like in other words, we were like we were done with the roller coaster. We were just on like the right before they put you into the loading.
waiting
area.
to dock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's 30 feet below you.
No.
No.
No,
You're
there's like
trash.
3. Yeah, there's like
It would
3 feet.
not hurt and suck to just go.
Yeah, right.
But that's how you go up the first hill, right? You're kind of like this.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then the rest of the roller
I don't-
coasters like that.
I know, but just going up the hill with all your weight on that
Yeah.
device, that mechanism, I'm like, I can't. This could go. I don't trust whatever this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite ones there. But X2, he made the noises that I did last year, where it's just. Oh my god! And when it was done, I looked over at him. And just tears, just streaming. I think probably from like being wind whipped.
Yeah.
But I like when I did that for the first time last year, which had been years since I'd done it. I legit just started to cry in the middle of the roller coaster. In the middle of that, I was like, I'm just gonna cry now.
Just gonna cry.
Just crying
now.
and screaming.
That was Jess on Ghost Rider.
Yeah, right.
That's
Oh,
fair. Ghost Rider's the scariest ride.
We did Apocalypse this time, which I hadn't done in a long time.
I don't know that I've ever done that
There
one.
would one.
Yeah, it's basically Ghost Rider, but there.
Oh, was
I
it
thi-
Colossus at one point?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I thought Goliath was Colossus.
No, Goliath's
No.
always been Goliath.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
It might be more intense than Ghost Rider.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's older, right?
Yeah, like Quentin was screaming for his dear life.
Yeah, the wooden ones. Just the whole time, like, it's not going to hold. This can't be
my favorite.
correct.
It's my favorite.
Quentin screaming?
No,
Oh.
but
But yeah. Got it.
maybe a little.
My new thinking music is Six Flags line music.
It was like corn.
No, it's like
The Riddler's Revenge song.
Sandstorm?
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
the Riddler's Revenge,
Sandstorm.
kind of sandstormy.
Yeah.
That one was
Chevelle.
great. And then the like
Well,
the license free. Well, I guess they're licensed, but like tribal music that you hear for Goliath. It was
Okay.
amazing. It wrote a whole lore for me for that ride. I thought that the whole reason Goliath exists is because it is a coaster god of these people, like on the ground. Like Goliath is the coaster is their god. It's just like celestial roller coasters that's
good.
in the sky. And as
good.
you go down in the circle, you just see like people chanting and praising their
Hell yeah.
coaster god.
When the blackout happens, when you're going around that corkscrew at the
Yeah.
end.
That's awesome.
And you feel like you could touch the ground because you absolutely could if you reached out.
right.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
disgusting.
yeah. Ryan would always go down on that one.
Batman.
Batman was the big one.
Yeah.
Batman would
You just
Knock him out.
yeah.
You just look at him and suddenly he just like clearly blacking out.
He'd like wake up enough, and then I'm laughing the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. And he'd see me and start laughing. It's it was to the point where I'm like, why are you here? You don't go on these rides. You sit down, 2 minutes later, you're back where you were. You don't know what happened. It's so funny.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan.
Oh, boy. Roller coaster.
But yeah, that's what I did. That's what
Hell
I
yeah.
did.
That's
Just
awesome.
Between Six Flags and Too
Did
Much
you do Full
Magic the
Throttle?
Gathering. No, I went no more. I'm
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Luke, you did Full Throttle, right?
Yes, it is.
What's
Yeah.
Full Throttle?
The big loop, the white roller coaster with the big loop. You go,
Oh,
you
you
go
go up
over
and
it, and then you go
Yeah.
under it.
You go,
Yeah.
this giant loop, and you hang there for like a second, upside down, and then it finishes.
Is that Revolution?
It used to be that.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they changed all the names.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Superman
Revolution,
running?
Yeah.
Superman is now. It was not, but that's
Is it
different.
condemned?
That's Wonder Woman, and now it's Wonder Woman. And what Wonder Woman is imagine Superman, right? Superman was that you just get launched up, right, and you hang,
Yeah.
then you go backwards, right?
Yeah.
Now they did it the reverse of that.
You get launched backwards?
You get launched backwards.
Oh, that's how I always wrote it.
no.
Backwards. It was like 6, 7, 8 years ago.
No.
No.
Promise.
Not if it was Superman.
Not if it was Superman. Superman was always they launch you
Did you
straight
see
up.
It was
Superman.
the Krypton thing.
Yeah, Superman was they always launch you straight up, right? And then
Yeah.
you fall backwards.
I mean, it's the same ride. I don't know, what
Yeah,
are you talking about?
they turn the car around.
They turn the car around for Wonder Woman.
Oh, I guess
That's what I'm saying.
They called it something else.
Well,
Yeah.
it was Superman.
It
I
was
guess
Superman. Now it's Wonder Woman. But in other words, instead of launching you out straight up the thing and then you fall backwards, now it's they launch you out backwards.
Okay.
You're confused. You see, you used to be in the car going forwards. Now you're in the car going backwards.
I've only rode that ride once, and it was 7-8 years ago, and I went backwards.
Then it must have been Wonder Woman.
But it still looks like Superman.
It is the same ride. They just changed the name. That's it.
And probably the
they're
statue.
lazy.
Is
They
there
don't
still
have
a
any
statue
money.
at the top, or they just get rid of it?
I have no idea.
Like, do they swap it out for
I
them?
refuse
they,
to
why
go
would
on
they?
it.
Because you can't see it.
Well, 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 look who it is. Mr. Producer Note himself. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back because we have to clear up this whole Superman forward-backwards bullshit. According to our research, and by our I mean Curtis's, because he just can't let anything go, the Superman Escape from Krypton ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain was originally titled Superman The Escape when the ride opened in 1997, during refurbishments and a remodel, including the aforementioned backwards-facing cars. In 2011, the ride was renamed Superman Escape from Krypton. The ride donning Wonder Woman's name, Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, is a separate ride entirely. When working optimally, which never happens, riders can choose which direction they'd like to face on Escape from Krypton. Now, Curtis is going to tell you how I feel about having to do this producer's note.
This is stupid and pedantic.
That's what this show is.
It's true.
It
Also-
insists upon itself.
The S of this show stands for stupid and pedantic.
Also, those motherfuckers like they will just do the cheapest renovations possible. They spent. Do you know how much X2 cost to build? Just guess.
Oh, he looked up a bunch of
X2
trivia.
in what year?
when
it like
they built it
2003 or 4 or something like that?
2003 or 4, something like that. Yeah. Just guess.
2003 or 4.
The going rate of roller coasters are these days.
$3 million.
$45 million to build X2. When
I
they,
could do it for 3.
when they renovated it in 2008. No,
I'll be long gone before a human's on it, but I'll make it for 3.
when they in 2008 they renovated it for another 10 million.
Just
They
like
put
boards crisscrossed, on jagged.
They put $55 million into a roller coaster at the same time that their theme park was becoming a gangland.
Well, you got
That's crazy.
Well, if you keep them entertained, they won't fight each other.
Look, you got to watch that.
They
movie
were
somewhere.
stabbing each other.
Not when they're on X2.
Well,
Crazy.
I think we should move on from the roller coasters.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll go now because I only have a few. We finished our Hobbits. We did the Battle of
Yeah?
the 5 Armies.
What'd you think?
It is the best one.
It is, right?
It's not a great movie.
No.
it's cool.
But it is the best one. It is very cool, and there's lots of big dumb trolls.
Dumb.
Really.
Big dumb trolls.
Battering ram trolls.
Horrific trolls.
Fucking blind.
Yeah.
Chain eyes.
What is this?
Chain
like
eyes.
peg leg, chain arms. Insane.
You got to figure that, like, at the... I feel like Peter Jackson was in on the joke. He's like, this has no right to exist. I'm just going to...
He's probably like, well, he's had 2 movies of reviews, so he's like, fuck it. We fucked up. Let's just get weird.
It's still 3 hours long.
And then Thorin
yeah.
would just being like, I'm good now.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Sorry I was a dick for a long time. I'm fine now.
I'm okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
And
Yeah,
now that
yeah.
us 8 have joined this battle of hundreds, we're really going to turn the tide.
That moment when they all come storming out, like
2,000
yeah, there's
people?
2,000 people, right? But I'm like, oh, that's pretty. It's like it's decidedly awesome, right?
Sure, yeah.
When they rally the troops, but I'm like, no one else is laughing about this, and that's weird.
Yeah, it should have been like they charge out and just like the orcs just immediately just chop them down. And then it's like, well, that was
Right.
that was easy. But no, it's the best of the 3.
Yeah.
But still not a trilogy I'm gonna do again. Maybe ever.
Yeah.
Then I watched a terrible Latin jazz documentary called Conclave. There wasn't even Latin jazz in it. It's just these old fucking cardinals bitching about a pope.
Why was it called a Latin jazz?
Because it's called
documentary?
Conclave, so I'm expecting there to be Latin. I've been sitting on that joke since I watched this movie.
Tell.
It's so
I
dumb.
wanted to do it so bad.
I got you. He asked a follow-up question. I am surprised you got it that fast.
I was like, what? There's no way. And then,
Uh,
yeah. Jesus.
So upset right now.
you're mad you didn't do that joke.
I-
That's who you're mad about. You're mad you didn't do that joke.
It's true. It's right there.
Oh, we watched Conclave.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good film, right?
Fantastic film.
Yeah.
Wonderful film. Loved it. Great action. Loved the music.
It was
Really,
good music,
really
yeah.
interesting music choices.
Yeah.
You should watch it. It's very good.
I will eventually.
Okay. I was gonna offer to give you my SAG login, but I'm not gonna do that.
Ooh.
Wait.
Then
Damn.
This felt
Demand
felt-
wasn't good enough, I guess.
felt mean for no reason.
well, I was going to out of kindness, and then I'm like, well, that's a flagrant violation of my union, and so I can't do
Well,
it.
now you're recording it, so yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't.
Well, no, I'm not going to SAG.
Yeah, he's
I'm
coming
saying
in.
it's not like an HBO password where I'm paying, where we're all paying for it. It's just like a service.
Sure, right.
It's like
Yeah.
I've been given a privilege.
But you will.
Yeah, no. And then also on our SAG Screener app, we watched Anora.
Fuck, I'm so excited.
And
Dude, fantastic.
Damn.
Phenomenal movie.
Hell yeah.
Shockingly fun.
No, not yet.
Oh,
Dude.
wow.
We've been trying for months, but we just, because Jess really wants to see it. We just haven't got to the right screening,
is
and now we're just going to rent it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Shockingly
that's
funny.
my best picture hopeful.
I didn't know it'd be that
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I was dying. When like the two
great.
like Goombas show up, that whole sequence.
Yep.
Oh my god. It was hilarious.
Just
Hell
trying
yeah.
to get her wrangled.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the funniest, phenomenal, phenomenal movie. Funny, really interesting, great, done great. I mean, heartbreaking too. Just
Yeah.
phenomenal movie all around.
yeah, can't
Really,
wait.
really loved it. Really, really loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then tonight's movie.
It's maybe the odds on now favorite to win Best Picture.
You think so?
Maybe. Sean Baker just won the DGA award, and Anora just won the PGA award.
Oh shit, did it?
7 out of the last 10 times, director wins DGA, wins Best Director. 8 or 9 out of the last 10 times, producer
Wow.
PGA wins Best Picture.
Oh wow, so it's probably the favorite. I won't be mad. It's
Well,
fantastic.
and critics, it won Critics' Choice Best Picture.
I think it
believe?
did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Of the Best Picture nominations I've seen, I would give it to Anora
Cool.
over any of the other ones that I've seen.
Mhm.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
What did I watch?
What 40 movies have you watched?
I did pile a few in on Sunday when I thought it was not going to be a big week for me. And then Sunday happened and was like, fuck yeah, this is life. This is life, and I'm having a good time. It wasn't that many, though, on all actuality. Oh, this is going to be interesting to nobody. I watched a couple of movies from a filmmaker I had not seen any films for. Olivier Assayas. Have y'all heard of Olivier Assayas?
No.
He's a French guy. Crosses over into American cinema a little bit, but not really. Some of his recent movies are starring Kristen Stewart.
Oh.
So I watched Personal Shopper.
Okay.
Not a horror film. Interesting to this crowd. It is a ghost story. I don't know how to describe it outside of that. Very fucking French. Kristen Stewart plays a medium whose twin brother, who was also a medium, died young of heart failure. So she's trying to stay in Paris and connect with his spirit. All the while she is a personal shopper to a celebrity influencer, whatever, and she hates her job.
Wow.
Interesting.
That sounds very
It is
interesting.
interesting. And it does so many different things that should not work together, yet I had a really good time.
Is it en français?
Mostly English, some Francais.
Poquito français?
Poquito Francais.
Poquito français?
Yeah, I had kind of a blast with it. It does a thing, and it really annoyed Jess. She didn't watch it, but you can hear it operating in the room or adjacent room. There's a lot of texting. She's texting with a something in the movie, and I just don't like. I don't think it looks cool. I don't think it sounds cool. Just a lot of, and then it's all silent.
Oh.
So it's tough. It's tough for me.
And the things
Don't
pop
like
up
it.
on the screen?
No, it's like you're watching a phone.
Oh,
You also have that
Yeah.
thing where you hate the sound of vibrating, right? The vibrating phone.
If
thing.
it's like incessant, like if someone's phone would do that every
Like a group chat's popping off on the table. Like,
yes, yeah. Most of my notifications on all texts are silent.
Yeah, same.
that's- Yeah.
my phone has not audibly rang in a decade.
Yeah. I want. You could probably tell.
And I have a great
something-
ringtone too,
Yeah.
but
What's
I'll
the
never get to
ringtone?
hear it. I can't tell you. You'll never know because it'll never ring around you.
Yeah.
But it's very good. I have put it in there myself.
Damn.
Custom ringtone.
Ladysmith Black Bumbazo.
It's actually the theme song for the video game Goat Simulator.
Oh, that's
right.
It's amazing.
I don't think I've heard that. But
It's
I'm familiar
insane.
with the game.
It's insane and absurd. Their theme song. And I was
It's
like,
goat
when
sounds?
I heard it, I was like, no, it's just like a funny, quirky little song. When I heard it, I was like, yep, that is my ringtone. And so now my phone does audibly ring. People are always like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's like my screaming Japanese man from from Overwatch. Like, what the hell is happening?
It's the best.
Recommend Personal Shopper. It's a weird time. Can't guarantee you'll like it, but I think you'll get something out of it. And they're pretty short, too, like an hour 40.
Great.
On Criterion, also, because they have full runs of all these filmmakers, I watched Irma Vep. Have y'all heard of Irma Vep?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's an anagram for vampire. This is not a horror movie, but it is a movie about making movies in mid-90s France. And it's kind of experimental, but it stars Maggie Chung, who I love so goddamn much. And she plays herself. So it's like there's this, they're doing a remake of Les Vampires. That was impeccable French.
You know what? Oui.
They're making a remake of that film in France, and there's a main character called Irma Vep, and they hire Maggie Chung, who's clearly not French, to play the role. And it's just about how art works in this time and era and place, and like you might need. I don't think you need a super big history on French cinema to like get it or like it, but I think it helps. I don't have a big knowledge there myself, but like if you kind of understand like how the world is operating around French cinema at this time, and like the movie tells you what they're making is like pompous, boring bullshit, and how this movie being made within the film is like trying to go against that. It's interesting. And Maggie Chung is so fucking magnetic to watch. I love her, and they also use clips from Heroic Trio, the movie she's in with Michelle Yeoh and the other fucking Hong Kong star.
yeah.
I have this set, and I watched it sometime last year.
Yeah, I remember.
But the fact that like the director of the movie in this movie is like, you're so great in this, where it's just like crazy bananas kung fu shit. I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is a lot of fun.
interesting.
Oh, she was in The Mood for Love?
Yes, yeah, a bunch of Wong Kar-wai stuff, which I annoyingly talked about last time. That was the end of my high art stuff. I can't guarantee anyone here would like Irma Vep, but they did Olivia Assayas did a remake as a miniseries on HBO, starring I see her face, but I can't. Alicia Vikander.
Of this?
Yeah,
She was in Hero.
yeah, dude, legendary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she married Olivia Assayas, and she retired in like 2005. But she was just the fucking best. I love Maggie Chung. I watched. Oh, we might be here for a second. I watched. I went to the theater and I watched Wild at Heart.
Oh,
David Lynch's other masterpiece.
Still haven't seen it.
other masterpiece. Yeah.
I've been trying 4 years because you can't get this. I mean, I'm sure I could have went to a video store and, Cinephile or whatever and found a disc, but I haven't. I wanted to see it on a blanket.
It's so weird because last year it was available.
It goes.
The
I guess
Shout
it goes
Factory
in and
was.
out.
It goes
Yeah.
fast. But yeah, it was definitely available from Shout Factory.
Oh, I missed that window. I've been trying to see this.
Or there was another company that did a print of it that I clocked.
Interesting.
I know that I saw. Point being, go on.
No. It is hard to get. It's not streaming. So
Yeah,
I've
right.
been wanting to watch on a big screen. And now that, unfortunately, there's a reason why people are playing these movies on a big screen. They've been playing Wild at Heart like every week. And I finally went. Perfect. Impeccable.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you. It's pretty easy to follow. I mean, honestly, it might be most straightforward narrative, one of them.
Next to like Elephant Man.
Yeah, which I still haven't seen.
Or I guess Straight Story is supposed to be very
Yeah, that's right.
A straight story.
down the middle.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern are impeccable.
Just electric
What
the
a
whole
pairing.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the things you could imagine it being.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, highly recommend if you can get to one.
And
or
a
find
fucking
it.
experience.
See, I can't just like rent it if I want to just watch it.
No.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I wonder
Vidiots
why.
has a copy. Rights. It's a Universal movie.
Oh, Vidiots, like go rent it at Vidiots.
This was Lynch at the height of his career. He made this movie right before the first season of Twin Peaks came out. So the
Yeah, what are you
industry
talking about? It's
people
right here.
Curtis, you can rent it on Amazon.
can you?
Yeah, look right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a yoga video
No, I'm almost confident
Called
you can
Wild
rent it
at
on
Heart.
Amazon.
with Christine.
What's it
Bale.
look like? Can you
Am I
actually do
tripping
it?
on this?
No, it's not there, dude. That's crazy.
Which is wild because I watched this.
At Heart.
I rented this on something.
I mean, again,
When I
it goes
saw it.
in and out of rights whenever it happens pretty quickly.
It's so odd to me that
Yeah.
these things just
Yeah.
put it up. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Cost you nothing. Put it on a server.
Yeah.
Just make money.
I'll tell you.
What are these fools doing?
Don't know what to tell you. Some people just get off on not letting others make money, I think.
That's true. They're just sitting jerking. They just have a list of movies that aren't available, and they're just like, oh, they can't watch Wild at Heart. Oh,
They can't. Well, you know how many people jerk off?
devils. Oh,
Yeah.
they can't watch the devils. Oh.
There's a copy for $24, brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it the Shout disc
yeah,
It won't be brand new when I'm doing
on
it.
Grove?
yeah,
Cool.
What's Grove?
I don't know, it's an Amazon sort of shop.
yeah. Basically,
Yeah. Point being, there's a commitment, $25
Yeah,
bucks
proud of you.
or more to buy a disc, and I want to see it in the theater.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Yeah. Where'd you see
Do
it? The
Los Feliz 3.
Los Feliz 3.
Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to go, but I can't get over the fact that those seats are in like that weird incline where
Yeah.
they're like this.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're like this. You're just like looking up at the screen the whole time, and the blood is rushing backwards.
Why are you leaning so far back?
You think your seat's broken?
theater's crazy.
I don't know, man. I remember sitting. I forget what it was that
we
you
were
and I
there.
watched there.
Well, we went mistakenly sort of for Creature from the Black Lagoon after too many fucking rustic
Yes,
beers
but then we-
and in the front row.
But we had
Cody
the,
and I both passed out during that movie.
yes, but we also had the Beyond Fest where it was like
Yeah.
a whole day there.
yeah.
And then I went there one night. Granted, I was really drunk, but to go watch Mad Max 3. But I was like, every time I go, I'm like, why is the blood rushing to my body in weird ways? Because the seats are like, it's weird, dude. They angle. It's like reverse stadium seating.
I think that's cool.
It works because there's no heads in your way and the screen's pretty big. So
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
It's like the volume or something.
I watched that. I watched hundreds of Beavers.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Over
did
like
it-
two
what-
sittings.
What did it do to you?
It's like the joke. I think Family Guy does. The Family Guy's done every joke, but it's like one of those jokes that is funny, stops being funny, really isn't funny for a minute, but then because it's still going, you're like, okay, this is funny again. It's kind of like that,
Interesting.
but it's for me. I thought it was just like impeccably imaginative.
Yeah.
Like holy fucking shit, the amount of gags, the sheer breadth of gags.
Okay.
It's like getting slapped in the face with gag after gag, just
Yeah.
second after second.
Oh.
And it's really, for me, I thought it was really excellent escalation. Like, you're not just doing the same exact thing, like, it smartly builds narratively from where the character begins, his fur trapping ways, and where he ends, and still using gags that call back to the beginning and the end, but like doing insane shit. Insane shit. I can't describe it. It's a spoiler for me to say what these things are.
Uh-huh. Well,
I just can't imagine.
How about
Beavers,
that
are they
title
not?
card?
Again, it was so like I was annoyed because I was like, "Oh, they're really not okay. They're not now. They're just not." And then they did. And I was like, "That's good." Lucas, did you like this movie? Because you were sitting on this for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm pretty medium on the movie. I think I didn't get it never got back to being funny for me.
It's an
and
onslaught.
I think I'm like, this is a short, not a feature.
It feels a year long.
Yeah.
You can't get past that.
No.
I think I compared it. It's the Terrifier 2 of like Looney Tunes slapstick
Yes.
stick comedies. You're like, this should
that's the
not
other
be
thing.
going
I
on.
had just watched Space Jam. I just watched The Muppets. So my bar for absurdity was super high.
Yeah,
And then this is like, something that actually got hit in the head. But also, I thought it's super interesting because it's almost like a video game narrative, and I'm like, this might work better as a video game,
could be fun.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh.
like with the way it's animated and with the way with the way it looks. I'm like, so I think for the imagination and the creativity of it, I love it. But for something that should be up my alley, it's just not.
Yeah, I don't begrudge anyone like coming out of it being like I didn't have a good time.
Yeah.
But if anyone's like that was, you can't call it lazy. You can't call it
No.
like uninteresting. You just can't.
Exactly.
It's just like too weirdly and impeccably made.
Yeah.
Didn't they shoot this over like years or something?
I don't know. I haven't
Just
looked into
like
anything.
little by little. Just
I'm not
like
surprised.
A gag here, a gag
I also
there.
just inherently disagree with a movie that tries to do drinking piss jokes and also step on a rake joke. You know, like I don't think those two jokes can exist in the same movie.
Oh, I disagree. That sounds great. That sounds great. It's only better if he's drinking the piss while he steps on the rake. Can you stream this thing?
Yeah, it's on Prime.
Amazon
Prime.
Prime.
Yeah, like
I think
for free.
I think we talked about this and I forgot.
Yeah,
Put it
I-
on my Prime watch list because
I've been waiting
do
for
want to see
a
this.
Saturday morning to do this, so I did it over a Saturday and Sunday morning.
Oh,
because
did you
I
eat
had
like cereal while you did it?
just black coffee,
Oh,
like a good adult
oh.
who wants to be a child?
Cereal's great.
Yeah, I'm get cereal. I just don't have
I
any.
had
in
a
the
bowl of
house.
cereal for the first time in like maybe years.
Love it. Top 5 Brit. It's so good. A good cereal.
I found
Oh.
out that Sorrel might be a little bit of a psychopath
Okay.
and puts her milk and cereal in the microwave for 1 minute.
A minute?
A minute.
A full minute?
Full
So it's
minute.
boiling?
What?
Why?
Just hot Cocoa Pebbles.
Although,
Well, that kind of becomes like a hot chocolate.
as,
Yeah.
as someone
Well,
who
any cereal.
as someone
We'll
who
go-
only eats dry cereal, and,
What?
And I do not eat cereal with milk.
What? So you don't eat cereal, you have just granola.
Yes,
The absence of milk makes it granola.
I'm surrounded.
sure. So, but like,
Where are the bodies,
if
Cody?
I was gonna put milk in it, I think like heating it up a little bit, not a minute, but a little bit might be nice. Like,
Ew. Well, first of all, are you using moo moo milk?
Yes, just regular milk.
Ugh, disgusting.
Cow
You left
milk.
moo moo milk?
I don't really drink milk.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't. She is. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
I can't have I can't have almond milk.
Can't have almond milk?
No, I'm allergic to almonds.
No shit.
Really?
Yes.
That's good to know.
You
Put almond powder and all your stuff.
So
go into anaphylactic
so
shock.
diabolical.
I like oat milk the best.
Yeah, it's
I like oat milk quite a bit. When I
think oat
do
milk
get
tastes
milk in
the
something,
best.
it's usually oat milk.
I love me some
best for
oat
the
milk.
environment too.
It is. It's better for the environment than the almonds.
Mhm.
See, fuck almonds. Kaylin's allergic to almonds too.
No shit.
Very mild.
Good to know.
It's pretty.
Very
It's
mild.
also pretty mild on my end too.
She
My
begs all the
doctor.
time.
When I asked my doctor about it, he goes, "Yeah, I mean, don't eat them anymore."
Well,
And I was like,
Great-
"Being fair, I was
great
like, I was
doctor.
like, but like, you know, like, are we talking like, should I be carrying on an EpiPen?" He goes, "Maybe."
If you
who's
want.
this doctor?
And then he said, "All right, drop your pants. Let's
Yeah.
get this. Let's get this over
Let's
with."
get this over with.
Did you give yourself this allergy?
What?
Kaylin gave herself an almond allergy.
How?
She ate so many Jordan almonds in Turkey.
Jesus.
She developed
What?
an allergy. She did the same thing to herself with scallops.
Oh God.
Maybe
ate-
this is
she
why
ate
pizza
so many
doesn't agree with me.
Christ.
Maybe this is why pizza doesn't agree with me. I've eaten so much
Maybe.
pizza.
Yeah,
that,
you're gonna
like,
make
it's just
yourself
happened.
allergic. Be
Maybe.
careful.
You are turning into Pizza Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
I have no. I don't even eat that many almonds. It's just one day I started eating. I was like, man, my throat feels weird.
Mm.
And then like I
That's
noticed it
fascinating.
again, and then I was like,
Oh.
I brought it up to my doctor, and I was like, yeah, I noticed this. He goes, you're probably getting allergic. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I hope you didn't like almonds. No, I not really.
I mean, I, don't know
I
if
love
any-
that
it's not a
doctor
big
answer.
lot.
Like, I did this thing and it hurt. Well, then don't fucking do it.
yeah,
Do it
yeah.
anymore.
Wait, there's no drug you can give me to cure me of this thing? I like almonds.
Well, then I think I said something like that. He goes, I mean, we could do the test. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, I forget all that's involved. But I was
Just
like,
scratch your back.
yeah, I was like, I'm not really interested in that. He goes, okay.
Okay.
I want to have Cody's doctor on this show.
He's
No, you really
honestly
do.
like I know that like the bit that like it sounds like I'm doing a bit.
yeah.
It's not a bit, and I really do like I love this person.
No, he sounds
he's
like
been
the
my
perfect
doctor
doctor
for
for you.
years,
No,
right?
sure.
For years.
He sounds like the perfect doctor for you.
He like one time I went in there and he like legit said he was like, okay, last time, let's see here, how are you doing? Last time you weighed this and now you could run. You
stand
can
to
run.
do some
He's an
running.
old man. He's like
run.
75 years old.
Why don't you run, old man?
Hell yeah. I watched Hard Eyes.
Oh.
Which I am seeing on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh.
So much fun.
I wish I liked it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I'm. What's
It,
vibe I'm
just
getting.
not great fun. I had a fun
Sure,
time.
absolutely.
Oh, you saw
Yeah.
too?
It,
Uh-huh.
He clearly loves
I
Jason
forgot
Voorhees.
all the movies that I watched.
He clearly loves Jason Voorhees, and he did an
Yes.
interview. Josh Rubin, director,
Yes.
did an interview that I saw previous to seeing this, where he's like, "Jason Lives was in my DNA for making this," and without spoiling anything, you could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell, which that's pretty magical.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, I hope that does well, and he can make his Darkman movie like he wants to. Cause
Oh, is that what he wants to do?
yes,
Ooh.
he'd be great at it.
I
would be
loved
great.
the Hobbs and Shaw thing.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I loved.
Maybe we don't say more.
What?
I'm gonna watch it on Friday.
It's
maybe you just don't.
You know, you're fine.
and you forgot. I couldn't really get behind the main girl.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't say more.
This is fine. This is okay.
No, I'm asking. Maybe we can stop talking about
this
this
is
movie
okay.
that I'm about to
Please,
go watch,
I demand you keep talking about.
and I'm quite excited to see.
This is okay.
I'll exit.
No, it's
I can
okay.
exit the room if you guys want to talk about it.
Okay.
What's underneath
That's
the
it.
hard eyes? Just for that face. It's all for that face.
Oh, that one.
Hey,
I
don't
could hear.
skunk me.
I could hear the heat.
All right, spoil it. He's earned a spoiler. Tell me. Yeah. Tell him the ending.
Hard Eyes is made of candy.
No, that's it. That was the final straw.
You wild animal. Oh, I think this,
No more.
Continue with the.
Nope.
That's it.
this is
That's
it for
it.
you.
Oh, that was it.
This is
the
it.
last winner.
This is it for you.
Can't. Gosh, what a final season on that.
Well, we're doing the show like this now.
The Last Winter! Yeah, we watched The Last Winter!
It's the last winter.
All right, we got to shut this down in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got hummus.
It hit me. I looked this way, and I felt it enter my nose.
Yeah. We can't do.
Oh, I can't wait to see the footage of that.
I also am excited to see that. We can't. Jesus Christ, he's gagging. He's actually gagging.
Got him.
I haven't even smelled it. I just immediately took
It was
cover.
musty.
I immediately took cover.
Smells like old hummus.
It was new hummus. It was brand new hummus an hour ago. How did it get so old so fast?
We got to shut down The Last Winter. I'll go third.
Peter Kitchen's banned.
Second.
First.
All right.
Last.
All right, we're going to do this in a minute. We got 3, 2, 1.
There's like a base in Alaska because they want to drill, but there's this environmental guy there who says you probably shouldn't drill here. Ron Perlman shows up. He's like, we're gonna fucking drill. He's like, I don't want to. And there's this like pipe that's covered by a box, and a vampire boy is freaking out, and he's
And one of the environmentalist guys goes out to record some stuff, and he doesn't come back in time, and they have to go look for him. They spend a lot of time looking for him, and they're fighting amongst themselves, and then he comes back all weird and different. And then they're saying, like, we shouldn't go out.
People are catching on to this sickness or whatever it is, and then everyone's doing wild shit, starts dying, coming back to life, and then a plane comes in. It's like, we're going to save you, and then they crash, and then there's this ghost deer that's running around that only a few people can see, and then they go out for help.
And two of them go out for help. They try to first go to catch these trucks that were there. There's none there. Then they go to the Indian village. They try to get to that. And on the way there, one tries to kill the other one, and the giant thing comes and eats them both. Throws them.
Yeah.
throws.
Throws them. Yeah, that's basically it.
That's basically it.
Yeah, basically it was a success.
I mark it a success. The Last Winner. You picked this film, Curtis.
I picked this film mostly because the precedent for this series has been shoddy at best.
Yeah, it's been a rough ride.
And I was like, well, I didn't want to pick any sort of, obvious masterpiece or whatever. But genuinely, this is I didn't know this movie existed before looking up stuff for this. And genuinely was intrigued and excited. I was like, this is there could be something here.
It's quite a cast.
Quite a fucking cast.
Yeah.
Ronnie Pearls, Connie Brighton, and Zach Gilford. The year Friday Night Lights premiered.
Oh, was he on that?
Yes, he was Matt Saracen, the sophomore quarterback who goes up to varsity when the main quarterback is paralyzed.
Spoiler.
And the dude in Superbad.
And the dude in Superbad.
Oh, yes. I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
dude in Superbad?
He played Motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's he pops
dude,
up in
this
a lot
guy,
of those comedies.
yes, he's in a lot of those comedies, but
Yes.
also in Scorsese movies. He's been doing this shit for a long
Well, yeah,
time.
he's in what's the Scorsese movie that I'm thinking of right now that he was in? He recently. Doesn't matter.
Fishtail?
This is interesting though. What Kevin Corrigan? Yes, he was in Goodfellas.
Yes, there we go.
And The Departed. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
There you go,
wild,
Kevin.
wild cast.
Yeah. Insane cast.
I was not sure what to expect, and could honestly say that I was surprised at what we got. We got
Yes.
a
Yes.
nice little moral climate tale, but on the back of a spiritual Wendigo.
When
Yeah.
they even said it was a one to go.
yes,
at one point.
They kind of allude to it.
The native, the Inuit, I don't know which tribe. I apologize. Cook says the word Wendigo at one point.
Yeah.
And I was curious. I didn't look this up. Do you guys know any difference between that kind of Wendigo and the Wendigo that we're kind of familiar with and other Native American tribal histories?
No.
Enlighten us.
Well, I think
I'm
that's
asking.
it's a specific brand of camper, right?
Oh yeah,
Like versus like a normal RV.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Kleenex.
Yeah.
We should make those, by the way, Wendigos. Just buy Airstreams and paint them.
Oh, God, that's good.
I mean, I've always loved like the myth of the Wendigo.
Yeah, it's a very cool myth.
I don't know how much I loved this version of it, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
I was very much blindsided by it
yeah.
because
was I.
I thought we were getting some kind of Lovecraftian madness thing, which
Yeah.
we still did.
We still
get.
kind of do.
We still do.
Yeah.
But then out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, we're doing this?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
meanwhile, I knew that this was a Wendigo movie going into it.
But I didn't think Wendigo was like a ghost deer. I thought it was like a cryptid, like a beast kind of. Is that a different version?
That's why I was curious if there was a
Is that like-
difference between this type
That's
of
the
Wendigo
southern version of
and-
Wendigo.
Yeah, and the
and
northern.
up north, it's a ghost.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere it can hide in no forest, so it's got to be a ghost. Makes sense.
Genuinely curious. Yeah. Do you know any difference between these two styles and brands of Wendigo?
Not well enough to talk about it.
Yeah. At the same time, it's like it just represents like all of the spiritual death of nature that
Yes.
humans have caused. So it's just like a rage spirit.
It was wonderfully crafted at that rate.
Yeah.
I agree. I liked that. I liked that whole. If anything, maybe heavy-handed, but I liked what it was doing,
Yeah.
and it was depressing because it's like here we are, about 20 years later.
Yeah, I know this is 2010 or
It's
whatever.
what,
You're like,
six?
6? You're like, oh fuck.
like it's worse, guys.
Yeah.
We did not heat this warning at all.
No.
Yeah. That was the scariest thing for me watching it, being like, oh, like this is 20 years ago, and they're like, we're fucking this up.
Yeah. And now we have fucked it.
Well, and I think it was like a really nice with the tone, right? That it was like slow burn. Like the movie's just like reliant entirely on slow burn dread, and the kind of the way that like pairs nicely with the slow burn dread of us destroying the environment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it did that very well.
Did it very well.
The dread, yes.
Maybe a little bit too much on the dread. Maybe a little too much focus on the dread.
Yeah.
We not enough, and like for because to me it kind of felt its length.
I was feeling the length towards the end. I was super in first, maybe like 45, and then we started dragging because I'm like, okay, if we're doing the like madness thing, I need people to start getting crazier.
Yeah, right.
Faster.
Yeah,
And-
people
but-
need
but-
to start dropping.
But if you want to do the like, a monster creature feature kind of thing, like we need to start doing that a lot faster. And I think that's for me probably where it kind of fell off was like it was kind of trying to do both, and by threading that needle, it didn't really do either that fully.
Yeah.
And so you like the last act really lost me. Like I didn't love that Ronnie Pearls and Homie ended up kind of just on their own.
Guy from Point Break.
Oh, really?
Yeah, James LaGrosse.
James LaGrosse.
He's one of the dead presidents. Plays Roach.
James LaHotte? Nope.
Yeah.
James LaGrosse.
Yes. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I just didn't love like sort of isolating them, and I felt like their resolution wasn't super interesting. Just didn't super land the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't mention the plane crash in our shutdown.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, I stopped paying attention because I did my part.
You're just like this.
It's like I did my part.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was also fighting to breathe.
Yeah.
I loved the plane crash. I think that was a great little wrench to throw because they set it up nice with the whole like gas leak theory. So
Yeah.
I bought why it would
Sour
set-
gas.
Yeah, why it would suddenly.
Sour gas.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was sour too.
But it just felt like kind of chaotic and like too scattershot towards the end.
Yeah.
And then an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like we brought upon the apocalypse,
Yeah.
and like I know they were limited on budget, but like
I was so curious.
last
I was like,
shot's such
is
a
that camera
bummer.
going to pan out?
and I was like, please,
Yeah,
please,
same.
please.
Or like one reflection of a Wendigo in the water, just like it's as if it's like
Yeah.
you know,
Use the
Santaing across the sky.
Yeah, exactly. Use the
know?
same model that you were using
Yeah.
in a different
Yeah.
shot and just
Uh-huh.
like, reflect it.
I did love that they did that apocalypse shit at the
Yeah.
end.
Same.
It's great. So cool.
I just wanted to see some mayhem.
Yeah, I think they spent too much money on the swirly Wendigos.
Yes,
The swirly ones.
and the one big one.
Yeah.
Do you know where they shot this?
No.
I'm curious.
I'm gonna guess.
Oh,
Alaska?
I was going to
Oh,
assume
you're asking.
Alaska. Yeah.
Because it
Or-
looked
Or
good.
Canada.
It looked fucking
It looks
good.
like Canada's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iceland.
Oh, they shot in Iceland. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looked cold and remote.
Hey, that's
They really
Iceland
put
is.
these people there.
Yeah.
This movie definitely hit the mark for the theme.
Yes.
Cold.
For sure.
This is a cold ass
Very
movie.
cold.
Cold as shit.
Very cold. Cold as shit.
Yeah. I think
Very, very John Carpenter-y.
Yeah.
Very James Cameron-y.
Yeah.
Like lots of I felt like love for both those directors and
Yeah.
their work.
Yeah. No, it looks great. All the production design, set design's great.
This is the only one this director also produced, or no, he wrote, edited, directed this one.
That I've heard because there's a lot of work that he's done where he wrote and directed it.
Okay,
But
but he's mostly known for being a producer, right?
I think he's
Probably.
probably that or probably like just generally. But I mean he does quite a bit of acting. He's like been in a fuck ton of movies.
He edited. Actually, he had almost all of his movies. It looks like.
I heard him be
Yeah.
referred to as a modern day Roger Corman.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
does track.
It tracks.
Just because of volume of movies, and they're all kind of low budget, is my guess.
Volume, low budget, indie darling stuff.
Yeah. Well loved and regarded in
Yep.
the indie horror community for all these reasons because he just makes things and
That's the best thing you can do.
He always just
Is
makes
just make
cool
stuff.
shit. Yeah, and even when his movie because I will say like some of his movies I've not been a particularly big fan of, but like whenever there's one that's coming out, I'm like fuck yeah, I want to watch.
Yeah.
it. It's like another Fessenden joint. There's one that he did called The Habit. It's a vampire movie that I've still been into my blind spots, but I've heard that's the one.
his naked ass is on the Letterboxd banner.
Yes,
So that's
Good for him.
that's something.
Is it a non-vampire movie?
A non-vampire movie.
Yeah, The Habit.
he actually
It's just called
starred
Habit.
opposite of Barbara Crampton recently in Jacob's Wife.
Yes, good film.
Yeah, good
Jacob's
film.
Wives.
Yeah.
Jacob's
he-
Wives.
Yeah, he plays Jacob.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good movie.
about his wife.
Yes, his wife is Barbara Crampton.
I have a fun fact about this movie.
Yeah.
So I was watching this movie, and the sort of Native American guy, Inuit guy.
Yes.
was like, yes. I was like, this guy looks so familiar. Why does this guy look so familiar? What have I seen him in? And I look him up. Patos Hoffman. He was in my mother's only
Shut up.
feature film, Naturally Native.
Amazing.
My mother directed
Wow.
a movie, Naturally Native, and he is in it.
Wild.
Incredible.
That's-
Did you tell your mom?
That's
I
his
did.
fourth bill on.
I know. 'Cause that's how
Letterboxd.
I pulled up his letterbox while I was watching. I was like, what? Well, that's why.
That's funny.
And then I went to the Naturally Native letterbox page, and it's actually getting pretty decent love for
hell yeah.
for a low budget '90s thing.
Yeah, that's great.
And the reviews are actually pretty nice. Pretty
How
nice
about
on
that?
it. But see, I mentioned to her, and we talked about her making that movie for a bit, and she said he's actually he's not Native American. He's from South America. So
Oh, really?
That was a bit of a scandal on the
Yeah.
set because listeners, my mother is, and I guess by proxy me, part Native American, and she with friends who are full-blood Native American and financed by the tribes. Native American tribes made a feature film, Naturally Native, about Native American women, and so that's the movie that she made, and he's in it.
That's fucking cool.
Along with
Nice.
Irene Bedard is in that movie. She plays Pocahontas in the movie Pocahontas, and others.
That's awesome. We're not going to run across a lot of those in our shudcasting, so that's nice that we did.
A lot of what?
Of stars in your mom's feature film.
That is true.
Yeah.
This is a very rare thing. It's a very limited. There's one movie,
There's one movie.
and they're all a very certain type.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, so interesting tidbit.
Yeah.
So good for Patos.
Good for Patos. Cody, what did you think of our boy?
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Ronnie Pearls? I mean, look, as the movie was playing, Matt, at one point, Maddie was like, she started to stir and like get up. She goes, God, he's so fucking annoying. And she got up and walked away and she goes, I fucking hate him, dude.
Oh.
And I was like, that's why we got married. Ron Perlman, I think, is me and Maddie, like we paused the movie to actually like talk about this.
Okay.
And unpack what our feelings are about Ron Perlman. It's not that Ron Perlman isn't a great actor.
Yeah.
It's that Ron Perlman always plays variations of the same asshole control freak. And I think that it's just tiring. The outliers that I can think of where he doesn't necessarily play that are Quest for Fire, where he still arguably might play that.
Okay.
Kronos. These at least the things that I've seen, and then the place where that character that archetype that he has basically just been like kind of molded into in every role, where it I think shines the best is Hellboy. Like that's where it works the best, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it always just feels a little bit like schlocky and just not very interesting to me. So when he shows up, I mean, is it mean to say that he looks like the missing link?
I don't think so.
It's not mean.
It's not mean, right? Like there's
He's
some,
got a big forehead,
there's
big jaw.
there's Cro-Magnon shit happening there, man, right?
Yeah, he's got a look.
Yeah.
I mean, look, like he when he
He's
shows
got
up, and
one
starts,
earring.
yeah, right, yeah, the one. God, dude, I looked at Maddie and I
One
was
earring
like,
is so good.
when you see the first shot of his hair, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, my worst nightmare is that like that's what happens with my hair as I get older because he's got real curly hair like me. Right?
yeah,
Okay,
but he keeps it.
What?
Yeah, but he keeps it. That as long as you would keep it, you get as curly as you want.
I don't know, dude. My nightmares are Jeremy Jam and Parks and Rec and Ron Perlman. Okay, if I can.
Which one's Jeremy Jam?
You just got Jam. Yeah,
The shitty councilman.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So you don't want to go curly.
he has
that's your
he has like
biggest thing.
Gene Simmons hair,
Yeah.
where it's like, it's just like a giant frizz ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
My hair is very very frizzy. Anyway,
Oh, I know. I've seen you.
we're getting beyond it. It's not that I hate Ron Perlman. It's just that I think that he just like it. That character archetype just gets really uninteresting to me when it's the same person over and over and over again.
Yeah, but when you need that guy,
He works.
he's the best. Of
He
the
works.
voice of that
This
guy.
is what I want to say about this film. I've only seen, I believe, one other Larry Fessenden joint. I think if you take those scripts side to side, I think this one's better. But I think you could see the correlation between them. And the difference here is you just got some really good actors. Like your mileage
Yeah.
on Ronnie Pearl's notwithstanding, like
Yeah.
he sells it. He like there are lines that you could see someone really just like phoning in, you know, or doing the schlocky, shticky, like I'm the angry company man guy, you know?
I will say when his nephew died,
Uh-huh.
I laughed at his reaction.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Your nephew has his eyes pecked out and he's frozen solid. Damn it! Like you lost a good man. Like, no, we should. I would have brought another take of that.
Yeah.
Ronnie, let's be a little sad.
That's what I'm saying.
You've known this
Yeah.
boy since you were he was a baby.
Yes, I mean, it's still a highly silly movie in that facet. Sometimes.
Fair enough. Yeah. But to your point, yes. I mean, you have John LaGrosse, great job.
Yeah.
Midnight Mass, crushed it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Connie Britton, great.
Yep.
Even Motor.
Kevin
Motor?
Corrigan. Yeah. No, so like
Patos, great.
that helps, just like people who know how to do this shit, selling your dialogue is really crucial.
Yeah, that helps. It's a big part of it.
So it helps
I thought the camera work was also fantastic.
We have to announce
The
this because
shots?
he's making a meal out of taking his asshole outside.
Take the mic with you. Oh no. You knocked some drywall out. Oh, not this way, not this way. Don't accordion it in. Like those old fireplace fans.
Lordy. Camera work.
It's called a heatilator.
Is it?
Camera work, cinematography, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just for
A
that,
lot
you
of
get
the
your phone
time.
case back.
All very well comped, interesting shots.
Yeah.
Well lit.
Yeah.
Did you hide that
I noticed-
underneath the bookshelf?
Yes.
I would never have found that.
I know, but you taught me an interesting
Now
word, so you
I'm,
got it
I'm
back.
asking if this was only maybe in my version, maybe the internet fucked up. But when he threw the plate of breakfast at the wall, did that jump?
Yes.
Oh, there were some jump cuts.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There were cuts.
there were frames taken out.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. That was either a jump cut or frame something. Yes.
I was like, that was weird.
It was very weird. I think they were cutting between two, is my guess.
Speaking of shit like that, I felt like the camera never stopped moving fast.
Oh.
Very fast.
Never stopped moving
like,
fast?
Like it felt like just every moment that they could, they just fucking moved the shit out of that camera. Like crazy. Kind
Interesting.
of bugged me after a little while. I was like,
I didn't really notice that.
I didn't notice any remarkable speed, but the fact that maybe it kept moving is
kept moving at all times, and the speed, it never felt like there was time to like really soak in a shot because they would just continuously move the thing around.
Oh, I was soaked the whole time. I thought I
In-
just
in
finished
what?
telling him as you were shitting your pants that I actually quite enjoyed the camera work and the cinematography of this.
Oh.
I thought it was very well done.
Oh.
So
Well, I think Cody disagrees a little bit.
I just no. I mean, it's a flavor. I wasn't did not was not my flavor.
I also greatly enjoyed the music. It
Yes.
it also felt like
Music
a
was
very indie film in that nature. 'Cause
Yeah.
there are moments when the music starts and it would have been like a horror sting.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
dead bodies are found or whatever, but it does this really
I think
sad.
That bugged me when they happen upon dead Friday Night Lights, and it's a really sad music. I was like, this should be tense.
Yeah, the tone.
We need to start building this tension of the madness and like the horror. And
Yeah.
it was just like, sad.
And I think that's Fessenden being like, this is what I want to do with it. You know,
Yeah,
it's
to
a
build
foregone
more
conclusion.
dread.
Yeah.
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 Which I get. Doesn't have to be. I found some merit in it.
We never really got an answer on what was the deal with that pipe in the box.
No, we didn't.
No.
That's a
I think they drilled too deep, right? And you hit.
I like the
Old
J.J.
spirits.
Abrams mystery box thing there. I like not knowing.
My favorite bit about it was every shot of it is just the box against untold surroundings, horizon. I have no concept for the size of this thing until Zach Gopher walks into frame, and I was like, Jesus, that's a big box.
I did the same.
It's like, that's a 7-foot box.
Fuck, that's a very. No wonder they keep talking about it. It's a very remarkable box.
I like silly shit like that. That was fun.
I try not to hold the CGI against it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna hold the CGI against it a little bit.
Yeah, it's fair.
That big deer is dumb.
Yeah. It worked almost in the one quick bit of him filming himself.
Yep.
Yes. That
Really
was,
worked in
That
that
was like,
one.
this is great.
Yeah.
And even them, like the herd of them, it was a little too like Christmas movie for me.
Yeah.
Like it felt nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big one.
When we got to the big one at the payoff, you're like,
a
oh,
little bit.
I
This
don't,
payoff
it'd
isn't
be better
paying
if
off.
it'd be
Yeah.
better if I didn't see this.
Yeah.
It'd be better if we just went sort of vague, ethereal madness.
Yeah, don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
Another silly little like indie budge thing, which I just do not understand in the heart of my hearts, but it's charming to me. When they're all having their fun time first night and they're playing football out there in the tundra. And the crescendo of the game is Ronnie Pearls drops back into the pocket, winds up, blast a Hail Mary. You see that ball in the air. You see Zach Gilford running. Cut to, you're like, oh, these people are still 6 feet apart.
right.
I'm like, and it's like
Also-
clearly not played for a joke. And you're
The
like,
football is just kind of like floating in the air.
It was
It's not
a shit throw.
no one on the set has watched sports ever to know that that's not a good looking throw.
I wonder,
They
I
just had a
wonder
grip, throw it straight up,
Yeah.
underhand. And they
the
just
two of
filmed
the
it.
one who was about to be a quarterback in a popular series is like, I have to learn how to do this. This cannot fly for the rest of my 5-year career.
Exactly.
That was very funny.
Yeah. So, did we like this movie?
Sounds like is that a rate this bitch or is this
Oh, I was just gonna lead into
Uh-huh.
general thoughts, but we can rate the bitch. I didn't mean to cut anyone off.
no.
If people have more thoughts,
I think the things I don't like about it are me being nitpicky, and in general, I like it.
I think that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
I think I generally like it. Like I said earlier, I think it's maybe a little bit too like enamored with like focusing on dread, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit too long and doesn't do it quite well. And like everything else that's going on maybe isn't interesting enough to like really hold that, or or maybe it's not that it's not interesting enough. Maybe it's a little too redundant at times, where it's like we're just kind of rehashing the same thing over and
Not
over again.
escalating.
Yeah, right. It just kind of feels like it's at the same. It's like it doesn't feel like it's a steep hill slow burn. It feels like it's just sort of like a
Mild gradient.
mild gradient.
Yeah,
Right?
because it's like one person goes insane. Okay, now it's your turn to go insane. Okay, now it's your turn to go
Yeah,
insane. And
yeah.
then monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will, and like it's. I will say that like at least it doesn't feel uninteresting, right? Like
Yeah.
it was certainly. I thought it was an interesting movie. I loved the message. I loved what they did with it. I generally liked it quite a bit. I think.
We're basically
Yeah.
rating. So I
Yeah.
guess
I heard there was
we're basically rating.
I heard there was a version where he wrote this, and it was supposed to be the actual thing he wanted to do was part of the team was Muslim and the others weren't, and that was going to be the message because I guess there was a lot of still Islamophobia going on in the world, and that was the message he wanted to do. But someone said like, no, let's do this corporate thing versus environmentalist thing. He's like, I think that's a more important message to. And also,
Yeah.
that aged better because the
yeah,
Islamophobia thing probably wouldn't have aged nearly as well.
right. Or that's a much harder tightrope to walk to not dip into being offensive.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like you put 20 years on it, you could be like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
whereas
it's
environmental is a timeless tale,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and a warning we'll never heed.
That is a wildly different movie, though. Very interesting.
Yeah, that is
Could
interesting.
have even been like,
Well, because then I guess then you play up the sort of like you could really dive into the philosophical and sort of religious implications of this madness spreading. I guess I just wish they'd stayed more with that.
Yeah.
I liked that
Yeah.
lane. I didn't need a monster. And you know me
Yeah.
and my big
You love
monsters.
a big
It's my
monster.
favorite.
Or make the like I loved the part where it's like everybody's looking around and like they don't see what he does, right? Or like the camera specifically where you're like you as the audience know what he thinks he's seeing, but it's obviously not getting captured on film. And then they have that one that jumps over it and gets him that way. Like do that.
Yeah.
More of that shit. We didn't need we certainly didn't need the very, very, very close-up shot of
full-on
yeah,
reveal.
yeah, at the end. Like we
Yeah.
did not need that.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, you could have just left. Like just leave it.
Like
alone.
work within your limitations.
We know what's going on,
Yeah.
right? We don't need to see it. I have to wonder if a producer was like, we have to see it.
Yeah.
I wish that shot is early on in the movie when the guy's in that tent and he feels the wind pick up, and then camera goes wide and you see what you can only assume were hoof tracks that were circling the tent. Those didn't look nearly as good as I thought that they could. It didn't play right away.
The CG of the
No,
like
it's just like once the wind is done, he pokes his head out of the tent and you just see the big circle.
you just see it. Yeah, you just see a fuck ton of deer tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just didn't look as good.
Oh, really?
I think to me.
Okay.
yeah,
That's it.
totally.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
It's time to rate this bitch.
Sure.
I'll give The Last Winter one more season because the last season is the apocalypse, and this was appropriately apocalyptic, and I enjoyed its very timely and awful things it said about our situation on this planet, and yeah, actually had a pretty good time, all things considered.
I'll give The Last Winter one groundhog not seeing his shadow because winter should have ended earlier. I never remember which is
I
which.
can't begin to tell you.
It's voodoo anyway. Yeah, I like a lot of it. I think it's trying to be two movies at once, and I think if it stuck in one lane, it would have been a lot more effective. Because the dread and the madness was working for me.
Yeah.
But
I love how you started that
just
with
this.
this.
this next, just
Yeah.
but the big goat not working for me.
Go. Yep.
I give this movie only legs on fire because should have been more stuff where like we're lighting whole bodies on fire.
that was so
Yeah.
funny too when his
That was
feet
good.
were on fire,
Yeah.
and then the other guy goes to help him, then he catches on fire.
Yeah, it was like what?
Yeah.
yeah. Three Stooges. It was great.
Yeah.
Like it was missing. It's missing the gear that I think that it needed to be like. Oh, I really want to watch this again.
Yeah, that like
Yeah.
in the mouth of madness.
Yeah.
Gear.
Right. Because otherwise, like, you have a solid thing going on. There's just, it's not enough focus on, like, weird shit happening. And more focus on, like, hey, there might be weird shit happening.
Yeah.
I give The Last Winter a gorgeous plate of breakfast that ultimately gets thrown up against the wall because I really wanted what was there, but I didn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fair. Good and fair. SHUDcast approved?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
just dissent.
Yeah. Well, look at that.
Our first
Our
our first uncontested approval.
uncontested approval and our second decision that we made together on this show
Correct.
of this series.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
mostly we I don't know what it was, but I feel like with this series, like the movies were mostly kind of duddy.
It was bad. It was a bad series, guys.
Weird.
I apologize.
No, not your fault, babe.
I think we try too hard to find movies we haven't seen.
No,
kind of thing?
again, I don't know if
it's
it
a
was like
smaller pool. If you don't want to go with like the big ones, it's just kind of a difficult
Yeah.
pool.
when you picked
like
the best.
yeah, right. And like when you picked Frozen, like I could have picked like the gray, but I was like, it's kind of a wolf. I wasn't, certain things kind of eliminated things in my brain for wanting to pick, and I wasn't going to like pick a totemic masterpiece. After the end of that, I was like, well, let's keep it in this could be a treasure or it could be
Yeah, we'll find
a
out.
middling experience. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's exciting.
And I much regret leaving the hitting the head with a pipe gas leak movie or
Yeah.
what should have been Ravenous.
Yeah.
I kind of regret leaving that up to a vote and just picking Ravenous. I should have
Yeah.
just picked Ravenous.
So that's what you get for voting.
This is yeah.
That's true. It's what I get for like
You've
leaving
learned a
that up.
valuable
Yeah.
lesson. Voting is bad.
So should we give awards to these films?
It's time to give
awards
awards.
to the film.
We traditionally start with the screenplay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that to The Last Winter.
Same by default.
Same.
It's got
Yes.
stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff.
Now I will say I almost picked Frozen because
Sure.
strictly based on the fact that there is a character that just jumps with no plan, and I was like, that's pretty gold.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
Pretty good.
Wonderful.
Best actress.
Actress.
I need to
Probably
have these pulled
Connie Britton.
Yeah, probably. No, I'm gonna give it to what's her name? The older woman in Curtains.
Samantha Eggar.
Yeah.
Oh, she was great in that.
I'm
great.
giving it to Samantha Eggar as well. The one who went to the
Yeah.
insane asylum
Yes.
for
Yeah, you're right.
studying
Yeah,
the role.
I'll give it
Yeah,
to Samantha.
also giving it to Samantha.
Samantha Gurr. Samantha Gurr
Wow.
takes it unanimously.
Look at us. Best actor.
Oh, easy. It's the guy who jumps out of that ski. That's my real answer. Look, he crushed that once he's on the ground.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Kevin Zegers.
Kevin Zegers.
Yeah,
is
in
mine.
Frozen.
Oh yeah.
Danny
yeah.
Danny Huston.
Danny Huston.
Yeah.
Danny Houston.
Is it Houston?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I thought it was. I didn't think it was pronounced that way.
It is Houston.
Houston.
Even though it's spelled completely different. I didn't think it was spelled that pronounced that way. Yeah, I think he. Yeah,
He is great.
he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. He's the best part of 30 Days a Night.
I agree.
I think I'm going
Well,
Jonathan
Ben
Stryker.
Going who?
Jonathan
Yeah.
Stryker.
Oh yeah, in curtains.
Yeah.
Ben Foster's in this pool.
He is, but his role
I
is
know,
supporting.
I know. So small.
Ron Perlman, the last winner.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Hell yeah!
Eat it, Cody. In your face.
I like watching them too. So like
Give
I
me your
can't.
nipple. Give it to me. No, you're being mean for no reason.
Best director.
Larry Fessenden.
Yeah, Larry Fessenden. Yeah, Larry Fessenden.
In this pool.
Larry Fessenden.
No, I'm gonna give it to 30 Days a Night.
Oh, David Slade.
David Slade.
Really?
There's some really cool shit in there.
It is. There is cool shit.
There is. I just feel like the craft in The Last Winter's way more honed in.
Yeah, not towards the end though. That third act.
I think he's weaving his tone the best of them all.
Yeah.
Also Fessender.
Fessender.
We're doing great on the names.
Most. What's the title of the theme?
I'm not gonna do
Most
Cold.
frightful weather. I was trying to think of the
Most
adjective.
frightful weather.
Yeah.
Or
Coldest.
coldest. Frozen.
Well, yeah, Frozen. It played the biggest factor.
Yeah, it was the most
Frozen.
frightful.
It was the
What's
most
interesting is the last winter is about the most harrowing weather, which
Yeah.
is
Yes.
climate.
but it was not a big deal.
It was in fact getting warmer for them. They're
Yes.
like, "Oh, this is kind of nice,"
Yeah.
Which was harrowing.
which
Yes.
was
Yes.
That's very interesting. So yeah, Frozen.
Woohoo.
Did you say
Frozen Sweet?
Did you say
Oh
Frozen?
hell yeah! Best film.
I think it's Last Winter by default. That's my vote.
Fuck. I can't say that would be the movie I picked if you're like pick one to watch again.
Yeah.
Can't say it
and
is.
and on that basis, I think I'm picking 30 Days a Night.
If that's the criteria.
Because like I think of all of them, the one that I'm like, if I watch it again,
No.
it's going to be 30 Days of Night.
Yeah.
No, I think I go Frozen. Frozen's the one I put on for like a party.
I wish I could have a good case to pick curtains, but I can't because we all pick different things.
Yeah. No, you can't do curtains. You know that's not the answer.
I think it's The Last Winter.
Woo!
Nice.
I think it's The Last
These are
Winter
all
for
good
me.
choices.
I would actually probably watch that.
I would watch it again.
I watched it so soon that I'm like, give me a few months.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
a year or two.
Wow, listener,
That was
Viewer.
cold movies.
That was cold.
That was cold movies.
Did you watch along? What are your thoughts on the cold movies?
I mean, Drewy out in our Discord.
he did
Shudite.
so much homework.
Did his own.
He did.
He watched every dumb, weird, cold horror movie that exists.
I have a feeling like when you announced the scene that he just like stood up. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
this is my time.
Yeah, I want to have his list, and I wonder if any of
yeah.
those would have been better than anything
Yeah,
we picked.
I want his
Maybe.
list.
Maybe. Fuck, that means we're on to a new theme!
The theme.
Brand new!
Okay.
Bring us into spring, Lucas.
I gotta come up with a name for it.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I
no.
know. I did the
I come up with the name first, and then I figure it out.
Honestly.
I gotta.
Hold on. Stop it. I'm not going to pinch it.
Okay. I come when you do. It's a new thing.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Guy! Is it there? Did you figure it out?
What?
How does that
Oh.
Cody just pulled, I guess, a Lucas nipple hair to help him figure his thing out. I don't know if it worked.
You have to blur that in the video.
Yeah.
I'm not paying enough for that.
Do it again.
Damn it. Oh, no.
Okay.
No, he's got to blur it again.
Oh, God.
Is it there?
Go! Okay.
Is it there?
Kinda.
Okay. Do we need to do it again?
Okay. The name of this theme
Hell yeah.
is Purple Flavored Kool-Aid.
Purple flavored Kool-Aid.
And we are watching horror movies about cults.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
All right.
I'm excited.
Cult
the first
movies,
movie?
baby.
And this first movie is directed by actually a known associate of Mr. Larry Fessenden. Fassbender. Fessenden. It's his associate, not mine. And we are going to watch. Let me make sure.
It's available?
It's available.
And a horror movie?
I think it's very available.
Is it a horror movie?
It is a horror movie. We are watching Ty West's The Sacrament.
All right.
yeah, okay, cool.
Starting with the
Cool.
sacrament, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Just diving
Going
right in. Who has not seen this? Who has seen this?
I have not.
I have seen this film.
Have you seen
not.
this? All right, two
Once,
of us have seen this.
a long time ago when it came out.
Yeah,
so very
same.
exciting.
Same.
The
Hell
Sacrament?
yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
Sacrament.
Wonderful. Putting that in the watch.
What's it called again? The theme?
Purple flavored Kool-Aid.
Purple
I don't
flavored Kool-Aid.
have a voice for this one.
I have a noise to make. to go
Yeah, I
alongside
don't, and I don't want to.
it. Yeah.
Wow,
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
New theme, new season.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
Watch The Sacrament.
I'm excited. I
Watch
can't
The
wait.
Sacrament.
Watch The Sacrament.
For the
Until
next
then, join us on Discord.
Time.
Go to Patreon. Sign up. And let's talk movies in the meantime.
Let's do it, baby.
Until then,
We love you.
we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.